Love the serious records, but I love the fun records too. Something incredibly satisfying about this record, and I was really happy to put this up way up on my fantasy playlist. Sam Hunt with House Party. Boy, he has had some crossovers over the last year or two. Body Like a Back Row was a real huge record for him, and some of his stuff was actually played on Hits 1 on XM Radio. And this, I mean, this is country, this is pop, this is just a great pop crossover record. In an earlier era, in another era, a song like this would have gone to would have been played all over the top 40 radio stations, but unfortunately these are different times, so the playlist's a lot more limited now than they were back in the 60s. But we got Sam Hunt with House Party at number 2, up from number 3 on my fantasy playlist. Sam Hunt wrote this record along with Zach Crowell, Crowell, producer, along with Jerry Flowers. Jerry Flowers, a bass player in Keith Urban's band. It was Jerry Flowers who came up with the killer riff, the killer guitar riff on this record. He was with Jerry Crowell, the producer. They were fooling around, and he was coming up with these different grooves on his guitar. He came up with this up-tempo groove on his guitar. Sounded really good. And he and Crowell, they built on the track. They built on the guitar riff. They built the tracks on this record. Now, it was Sam Hunt wrote the lyrics. Now here's what happened. Sam Hunt put an idea on his phone. Put an idea on his phone. He had phone notes. He put ideas on his phone notes. And what's his name again? I forgot. Jerry Flowers. It's getting late. It's 1 in the morning. Jerry Flowers called Hunt. He said, "Man, I got this killer riff. Got this great guitar riff." So he plays it. And Hunt respected Flowers because he knew Flowers was a phenomenal bass player, playing in Keith Urban's band. That's big time. And Flowers played the riff to Hunt over the phone. And while he was playing the riff, Hunt was going through his notes on his phone, through his phone notes, and he came across that idea he put in. And he and Flowers started talking about the lyrics and coming up with the record. Another story, though, was that Hunt, he went into the vocal booth at the recording studio, and he was spitting out ideas right and left. And House Party came up that first day when they started working on this record, first day. And when they got back together, Jerry Flowers, he changed the groove a little bit. He went more from, he kind of tore a page out of the Jackson 5 playbook and came out with sort of a similar rhythm to a Jackson 5 record. Changed the rhythm a little bit. And you got House Party. God, it's a great record. Number 1 country, should have been number 1 on pop. Number 1 big time across the board. Just say it right now. Very close to number 1 on my fantasy playlist. At number 2, House Party by Sam Hunt on my fantasy playlist, January 10th, 2016.